Yes, I started in boiler making apprenticeship in 1984, building boilers for a mob called Steamline Boilers, and which is a great apprenticeship to do because boilers is the top you can do in boiler making. So you cover all assets of the trade, and got to travel a fair bit interstate, around the countryside, and led to other jobs further down the track before starting my own business down here in sunny Longwood.
I was born in Shepparton and raised in Shepparton. After that, in my teenage years, I moved to Melbourne for a while. And then I ended up coming back to Shepparton to do my diploma in visual arts at the local TAFE here. And from that, the council were looking just to start this fresh new moving art cow project. It was about 21 years ago. I put my hand up to do the first promo cow to release the whole project, and I've painted many cows since and fixed many cows, and now I make the cows as well, and still on that project, and it's still going. So that's been a good one. And then from that, I went into visual arts to actually learn how to paint, not to particularly paint cows, and I've been painting ever since as well.
One New Year's Day I was in the shed with my ex-missus because I played up. So I come into the shed one day and started making an emu, and worked out pretty good. I put it at the front gate, and Jenny Houghton from Mago's Wine came along and she offered to buy it off me. I thought this is a good earner. Didn't take me long to do that, so I sold it and started creating other little odd bits and pieces around the place, from emus to ants and flowers and more farm art out of old, more farm implements and stuff like that. We used to go to clearance sales and go around finding all stuff, but it's getting harder to find nowadays. So I first started working with Tank at the pub, and he was doing the renovations on the place. So I was giving a bit of a hand, bits and pieces where it needed a bit of boiler making and technical skills. And he came and ratted through my scrap heap and put a few sculptures in there. So we just started getting on, and he had a job building a giant wine barrel that needed finishing off, so we brought it out here and we finished that off, and we started working on a couple of little projects, and it just morphed from there. We started doing our own stuff together and got on with each other. We got the same bad habits, which is pretty dangerous at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We both get thirsty at the same time. So, yeah, and we just didn't like our house on fire, which is easy, and it's good because we both work as individuals, and it's good to have someone to work with again too, you know, so you can bounce ideas off each other, and we haven't killed each other yet, so it's a good thing we're on.
I was asked by the owners of the Longwood Hotel to come out and help them renovate their pub in a new arty and stylistic way. And they got onto me through, I've done a few local cafes here in Shepparton and stuff like that, and they were eating and having a drink in one of those cafes and asked the owners there, said, who's done this for you? So ended up getting in contact with them. Through that, I got all the local trades around Longwood to pop in and do their thing, and Steve was one of them. He's the metal worker, and he was really good about it, like really nice bloke. We got along like a house on fire. He offered to use all these scrap bits to put up ornaments and stuff like that in the pub itself. We got him to do a lot of metal work in there, And it's from that we end up talking, and because he's an artist himself, and we started having a few beers and getting together and started making some art projects. I had some ready to go through working with Spire here in Shepparton, and got Steve to do those, and it just took off from there.
Danny Thomas up in Ulupna Island, he came up with the ideas for the birds. He wanted an idea, and Tank came up with the actual idea for the birds because of the setting of it, where it is on the Murray and around the place. There's a bit of a common theme. We could diversify a little bit with the different birds. So that's how we started doing the birds. We started off with the 3 cockatoos, and then kookaburra, then a couple of wrens, and then we finally finished off with the giant eagle. Saved the best for last.
Then he got in contact with me to come up to Ulupna Island, to his Ulupna Island Station, which is about half the size of Ulupna Island itself, and was interested in putting large sculptures around his property, just to help out the locals and somewhat help out local artists as well, improve his farm, get some tourism out there. And so, talking with Steve, we come up with the idea of doing some giant birds, which Danny was more than happy with, and we've gone from there.
Tank does the good with Photoshop stuff, and I'm not really good on the computer. That's his forte, and I do more the engineering side of it. So, but we can't work without each other. But I work on the structures of the inside and get all that right, and we both fluff around on the outside, so it's a good mix.
We've started the Murray River Art Trail, or Murray River Bird Trail. So we've got birds from Ulupna Island to Cuyuna now, and that can keep extending right down the Murray. There's plenty of towns along the Murray. And it's sort of to connect the art trails that are already around at the moment.
Our dream is to get one in the Shire of Strathbogie. So we put one in Avenel, Longwood, Euroa and Voltown. So whatever the community sort of wants, but thinking of magpie for Euroa, a swan for Avenel.
People find out about our birds in our workshop, and they'll come up from Melbourne just to Longwood, just to, on their way through at least, and they'll be pulling in, and that make to go to the pub and get a feed and all that sort of thing. So it's they're great things for these towns to take off with.
So we're also doing a giant emoji at the moment. It's something just for us. We haven't got a commission or sold, but we just like the idea of a giant emoji, 3 metre diameter, that we're going to probably take to festivals and hopefully someone will like it to buy it. But it's not always about selling the art. Sometimes it's about just making it for ourselves and pleasing ourselves, because that's what we want to do, So, but yeah, we've got a lot of birds on the go at the moment, quoted heaps. So hopefully we won't be known as the Birdman or anything like that, but we do other things. And we're also currently working on a giant tank for the Longwood community. The water tank used to supply the steam trains, so that's in the yard at the moment. It's 4.1 diameter by 8 metres, just under 8 metres high. It's got to be under 8 metres because otherwise you don't get a permit. So we make sure it's under. Yeah, so we've got plenty of fires in the irons in the fire. There's a dyslexia going all right. Yeah, there's always something coming up. You just never know. Yeah, we're quoting horses and wombats and koalas. So yeah, you just never know what's around the corner. What we do.